No rings for the things I go missing now. Promises and wishes. Why would I ever start celebrating?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Seahawks going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Again, it's Fournette. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right around the 31. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to roam now. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Watson. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Fournette on the counter. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Watson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, here's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Let's go! What? Nine! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Meanwhile, over in Houston, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. In motion is the tight end Graham.
26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is Archer. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
On 1st down, Watson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Here we go!
handoff. Fournette running left. And some room to work. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 22-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Rodgers now throwing on third and long. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Here's Rodgers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he's got some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dree Archer, 96 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is Gordon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play clock winding down. To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Out out of the gun. Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. Room here to run. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On fourth down, Watson. He's got Sanu. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the off. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught. Lockett. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, Rodgers buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Rodgers now on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. In the slot on the right is Graham.
319!
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll run it with Lacey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy in the final minute. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he missed it. Oh, would you believe it? It is no good. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jaguars, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.